Go
And
on.
I can do it on your wedding day and
All
your
right.
birthday.
Okay, well,
and the
we'll
days
see.
after.
Okay.
I've been in situations where he's been with you in a social setting. He'll call me after.
Selling discipline, good morals, self-worth, all fake. Now that was a voice note of Sadia Khan exchanging words with someone else's wife. Okay. When I firstly heard this, like, I was shocked but not surprised, because I have been observing a lot of these dating coaches, like these coaches who have a lot to say about love, relationships, marriage, self-worth, all those things. I have been observing them a lot. And in my conclusion, I found that a lot of these people who preach about love, self-worth, discipline, they lack it. They're the ones who lack it the most. And it's out in the open now. And if it wasn't for the evidence provided, no one would have believed this woman. Because when Sada speaks on international televisions, podcasts, you cannot help but notice how calm she is. When Sada speaks, she has that calm, commanding voice that would get your attention real fast, because she's not shouting. Her voice is not broad, she's not loud, she's just calm and articulating whatever she's articulating, talking about whatever she's talking about, very calm and still doing it, right? So I've listened to few of her videos, and that's what got me, attached to her. So when I heard that voice note, I was like, there's a big difference between these two voices, right? That one is very loud, very disrespectful, full of pride, arrogance, and the ones that we hear on our podcast is very chilled. How to spot a high value woman. Now this is what you should take into consideration. Like, there's a huge difference. And I was like, no, 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 no. That's who she really is. The first frame, that's who she is. That loud, arrogant voice, that's her. That's her real self. That's actually her behind the scene. So I want you guys to really be careful about these dating coaches, because they don't know what they're talking about. First and foremost, they'll come here on the internet, sound calm, have these sophisticated terms of like a high value woman, a high value man. First of all, what is a high value woman? What is a high value woman? What is a high value man? What is a low value woman? They will come with these terms, create these terms, and come to you with these terms. She's speaking about high value women, but she herself is a side chick to a married man. And with the definition that she provided of a high value woman, it seems like she's far from it. Okay. So they will come with these terms. I believe that as a person, you are a result of your decisions. That's what I believe. I don't have these terms of like, this is a low value woman, this is a high value woman, I'm a low value woman, I'm a high value, I'm a human being. Okay? It's really not that hard. I'm simply a human being making my decisions, trying to live my life, learning from my mistakes. That's who I am. I'm not going to come and say, I'm a virtuous woman, I'm a high value woman. What is that? You are the result of your decisions. If your decisions put you in certain places and in certain positions, that is your decisions. Blame your decision making. Let's say, for instance, you drop out of school, and you, without like a logical explanation, you're like, I'm done with school. I just feel like I'm destined to be something big. I just want to do my own thing. Okay, that's fine. You drop out of school, it does not work out, you end up in the streets. Who is to be blamed? Your decision making, it placed you in that possession, in those places, right? So I believe that we are human beings. We are a result of our mistakes, of the decisions that we make, and we learn, we grow from it. So this high value concept, it's just not in my vocabulary. I'm sorry. So it seems like everything that she was selling to people, the discipline, whatever, she's far from it. So be careful of the content that you consume. And a lot of these folks, they will come here on the internet, talk about marriage. Like, how long have you been married for? And the person who's speaking about marriage, how to avoid this, how to avoid that, have you been married? No, you have not been married, but you have every opinion. You have a lot of opinions about marriage, how it should work, how it does not work, how to prevent, how to, the do's and the don'ts. And you are talking about something that you've never experienced, you've never had a first-hand experience about it, but you're talking all about marriage. So this is to show you guys that it's very wise to know your identity, to know who you are, learn from your mistakes, read books. It's very important to know who you are at this point. This Sadia scandal is just, it's okay, it's shocking, but we shouldn't be surprised. This is not the first time something like this happens. It also applies to some preachers, some pastors. They will stand in the pulpit, be all high and mighty, holier than thou, and only to be exposed that they are living the opposite of what they're preaching. So this is not the first time something like this happens, but it's actually a sign to each and every one of us that know who you are. Don't be shaken about the things that you see on the internet, people talking, and you're like, oh, I'm missing out in life. Look at other people, how to get rich at 18. They're not gonna tell you how they got there. Some of them, they will tell you how to get rich when how I got rich when I was 18, how I became a millionaire. They will not tell you the things that they did to get there. Not so long ago, I made a video about the Alabuka program. These influencers selling you programs that they themselves are not in. They're not part of it, but they're selling it to you guys. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give what you don't have. Some of these influencers, they don't even have qualifications. They didn't finish school. They dropped out of school. But they're giving you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that is all about learning, growing, school. How is that possible? So you really have to be honest with yourself. Be selective of the content that you take in. And don't take everything you see on the internet seriously. Just don't. Relax. Go at your own pace. You're going to get there. So I remember when I started my YouTube channel, I started the first one. This is actually the second one, right? So I started my first YouTube channel and I was not disciplined. I did not know who I am. And it was all in my head about the followers, the likes. That's why I eventually gave up on the first YouTube channel. I wasn't disciplined. I didn't know who I am. I did not have the right reason as to why I was starting this channel. I was starting this channel because I wanted the likes, the comments, the subscribers. I had that in my mind. And that is why it did not go far, because I got demotivated when I saw that nobody's really watching my videos. Am I doing it wrong? Please excuse me, guys. So there is a danger in making a content about something that you don't know, and that you are trying to sell to people for the likes, the clicks. So this is actually my second YouTube channel, right? So my second YouTube channel was not about the likes, the clicks, the subscribers. It's actually more of a reflection of myself. So my opinions, my values, that's what I share, right? So it's different this time around. As I said, it's not about the likes that I get. That is actually a bonus for me. But I had to really get to the core of why I'm starting this YouTube channel, get to the why part. If you guys know me by now, you know that I'm a focus girl on the why and the how parts. So I understood why I was doing it, and I knew that it's who I am. It's speaking my mind out, thinking out loud, having a conversation with my audience and with myself. So I really gave myself a logical explanation as to why I started this YouTube channel. And then I told myself that anything and everything that happens after that, it's actually a bonus for me. But I'm really happy where I'm at right now, with this YouTube channel. And I'm really grateful for the views, for the likes, for the subscribers that you guys that I get from you guys. I really like that. I'm very thankful for that. It means a lot for me. So I'm very selective to what I watch. So there are content creators, like some content creators, they will be like, their content will be all in a summary of like belittling women, bashing women. And content like that does not end good, And a lot of content creators who are so focused on belittling women and, degrading women, they are just projecting their insecurities, their selves, to other people. It's just a projection, right? They're just projecting whatever they are struggling with to other people. So I'm really selective to the content that I consume. And if I say that this content, it does not go with what I believe in, it does not go with my morals, with my everything, I just simply scroll, right? But the Sadia scandal is just eye-opening. I hope she learns from it and she learns to practice what she preaches. And apparently this woman was charging men like a lot of money for just consultation, But I really hope that she learns from this, and I hope that as viewers and as audience, we really learn from this, to really just relax in life. You have to get to a point of like, just relax. Don't take whatever you see on the internet and just take it personal of like, oh my goodness, am I not a high value woman? You are a person. You are a human being. Stop overthinking. Go on your pace. Don't mind what everyone is saying on the internet. A lot of people will just say whatever comes first in their minds, right? So don't be too attached to someone who's just like speaking, all sort of things, all sort of crazy things, and now you are too attached and you're like, so am I doing things wrong? Am I doing things right? Life is the best teacher, right? So just learn from your mistakes. Just be calm. There's no rush. Go at your own pace, So the way that I just see this Sadia scandal, I'm not surprised, I am shocked, but I'm not surprised, because I've seen that a lot of these dating coaches, they are creating barriers and standards that they cannot reach themselves, So just do let me know what you think in the comment section, guys, and please like, share, and subscribe. That's it for today. Have a nice day, guys.